It's time for Guys Talk Knives.
That was awesome.
It was different, right?
I know. I liked it. Yeah.
It just totally jumped out there.
It was good.
Yeah, well.
What episode is this?
I believe it is episode 38.
I'm only bringing that up because you flubbed it like twice.
I'm telling you what, we've gotten to the point we've done so many of these.
I know.
That, and doing the lives as well.
I was about to say, it's because our numbering systems are different.
Sitting there juggling, going, what the heck is going on here?
This is 38 and we're on episode 10 live. I don't know.
So yeah, we're in episode 38. As you know, and have known me now for what, 10, 15, 20 years?
Close to 20, yeah.
Yeah, that's scary, right?
It's kind of terrifying.
You know that some people might call me cheap.
And those are the people who like you. No.
Yeah. I tend to think of it as thrifty.
Well, but there's a difference in being cheap. Frugal is what I was going to go for.
Right.
Or even to the point of at times just being conscious of where you're spending your money.
Well, I think that any of us, and I will say this straight up, I grew up in a household with two brothers.
Sure.
And my parents are both teachers, public school teachers.
Exactly.
We do not pay our teachers enough money.
No.
We just need to pay them more. But growing up that way, so
Sure.
those checks come in at the end of the month.
Exactly.
You don't get a biweekly check as a teacher.
No,
so with three boys eating you out of house and home.
That's what I was about to
So
say.
you were doing brown beans and tuna casserole at the end of the month before the next check came.
Where your oldest brother's how much older than you?
4.5 years.
See, my brother is 10 years older than I am.
Wow.
So by the time I hit 8, he was headed to college.
Right.
So then there was really no money.
Right.
And we were kind of the same way. You know, if you saved up and you did research, pre-internet research.
Right.
And you had to figure out exactly where you were going to spend those pennies and dimes.
Right. Well, see, I think that's what's cool, and that's why we're doing this episode, is that there are plenty of options at Smoky Mountain Knife.
Yes.
There are plenty of options on smkw.com.
Preach on, preacher.
I'm telling you, we've been putting some stuff out there that has been, okay, here are these traditional pocket knives under $25.
Sure.
Here are modern folders under $50.
Exactly.
And when we did that, we got a huge, a number of people coming back.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
really, it goes to show that our dynamic for our customer, the range is almost hard to grasp.
Right.
Because you have those people who that ZT Sprint run is an easy grab.
Right.
And it's okay. I'm going to drop the $300 on that.
Right.
The $150 on that, whatever it might be. But then you have those people who are kind of they're the heart of our customer base, where it's that case range. Yeah. So I'm going to stay in that case and buck range.
Right.
And then you have people like you and I.
Right.
Who are going,
where's the bargains? Where are the bargains?
Yeah, well, and who saw the artisan line.
Yes.
Comes to mind.
Yes.
And went,
yes.
$40?
Yes.
Done.
Give it to me, please.
Yes. I want that knife.
Have you noticed those are creeped up to like 52 now online? I think there's some pricing that came into play.
There is, and the market's still bearing that's still a good deal.
Yeah. Oh, it's a hell of a good deal.
Yeah.
Regardless. What we're on today, though, what we're talking about right now is modern folders under $50.
I love it.
Modern folders under $50. And the thing that surprises...
You've got a great range on the table today.
I'm going to tell you, there's some great stuff under $50. This is what I would say about this, though, as we go into it. A lot of people out there, you just can't afford to do these things, and you go, okay, well, I could skip lunch a couple times this week.
Sure.
So you've dropped back $5.
Yeah. Take a sandwich to work instead of going to Mickey D's.
I'm going to starve till dinner, and I'll take these pack of crackers.
Exactly.
There goes my $5 into my pocket.
Yeah.
So at the end of the month, you go, okay, I've got X amount of money, and I can spend it on this.
Sure.
The thing is, the things we found were great.
Well,
I looked at under 50 on the website. I was like, there are too many good ones to choose from.
Well, it's the hard thing with doing some of the email blasts we do, because you filter down. You're like, well, that's 4,000 items.
Right.
How do I cut that up?
Right.
How do I, pun intended, how do I make this sortable so that it's not too overwhelming?
Right.
And again, with the ones you picked today, there's a couple that I had not seen before. One that I'm really interested in, because while I would never carry that as an everyday carry,
cold steel, baby. Cold steel all the way.
I have found that my artisan is great for cutting up pears and apples, which is my snack in the afternoon.
Yep.
That I make you do it with throwing it into the air.
Nice.
Just
you could. You really could. You could go two-fisted in it.
Which I'm sure is not how they tested that.
Of course not.
There's a zombie head involved.
Let's jump into these before we get to a break.
For sure.
And I want to start off with one that's brand new from Kershaw, which was a blast when we got to go out there and see this stuff. This is the Kershaw Matrix. This is the blue version. They came out with several different versions of this thing. This is the blue version. It's got a carbon fiber top to it. I'm going to flick it open. It is a manual flipper. In the notes there, I think it says what it was based on from ZT.
It was based on the ZT 0770.
Right, and you can see that in its profile.
Completely.
Right? It doesn't have the girth that had, but it definitely is easily based on that. You've got a reinforced frame lock.
About to say, look at the frame lock on this. Flip it back over. Look at the detail on that frame lock. It stands out. It was as if they said, you know what, this is a frame lock, and we want you to pay attention to the fact that it's a frame lock.
Right. The action is really, really nice, as with most every Kershaw.
Of course.
I'm going to flip this back where I can get it here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
I mean, it's just really, really nice. It is a nice knife. It's got the deep carry pocket clip. And what they told us from Kershaw when they showed us these the first time, that's carbon fiber on top of G10.
Exactly.
Okay, so it doesn't get laminated in that shape on there.
Sure.
The two pieces are all one when they start off. So what they do is they go carbon fiber resined right to G10. This is how I understood it, as it was told to me. And then they machine that out.
And then polish it from there.
Yeah.
And get the finish on the G10 and the finish on the carbon fiber separate.
So basically what you've done here is you started off with one piece of material and you're machining it down to where the G10 becomes exposed.
That's very, very cool.
Yeah. So that's not going to pop off.
No, heck no. And I tell you, the finish on that G10 is perfect. I was messing with that before we started, and I love the way it feels. I'm a G10 fanatic anyway. And the carbon fiber accent on that is just gorgeous. Keeps the weight down. Right. Keeps the strength in there. Look at how deep the pocket clip is on that too.
Yeah. It's really nice. You can see that, and it would hide in your pocket. Nobody would even know it's there.
$50.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. That is 8 CR13 MOV stainless steel on the blade. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, Kershaw makes a great product, and it was fun to go visit the factory and see.
I like the name on that one too.
Oh, God.
It was you this time.
I signed up for all this stuff, and elections are going on right now. And
people can sense that you're recording. That's what it is.
People just completely start calling me. That's exactly what it was. So they can call back later.
Yeah, no, that Natrix though is amazing. I like the color on that one. Everything, and I'm not usually blue is not a color that I gravitate to naturally. Right, but I love the tint of blue on that. It could not be better.
Copper coming out. Copper.
Seriously.
Copper Natrix is coming this quarter. Probably by the time this rolls out, we will have some Copper Natrix.
I was about to say, when it comes in, we've got to show it on a live or something, because I'm looking forward to that.
It's been on pre-order for a while, and people are digging it.
That's
Melina just she made me ask when we went about the
copper nut, though.
Yeah. A copper nut.
She's a copper nut.
She's a copper nut. Let's talk about the next one on the table. And this one comes from one of my pet brands. It's CRKT.
I had not seen this one. This is one of the ones that I walked in and I went, what's that? What's that?
Okay, so you know me. I love the CRKT Jettison.
Yeah.
And I love it because it has this kind of finish to it.
Exactly.
It has that stainless steel handle. It has the satin finished blade. This is the Buku. It is a thumb hole opener.
It's a heck of a knife.
It really is. I actually gave this very knife, not this one particularly, I gave the Buku to my brother-in-law for Christmas.
Okay.
Christmas before last, I think.
Rock on.
And he loved this thing. We sell out of it every time we get it in the store. Every time.
Though. I mean, it's gorgeous.
Look at the grind.
It's a big knife.
Yeah.
It's $50 as well.
It's got, of course, the frame lock.
Yeah, big old frame lock on this, so it's nice and sturdy. It's a good one-handed knife.
Yeah, it was, as I try to do it across the dang arm.
Sure.
It's pretty easy to go.
I love it, yeah. Again, that's 8CR13 MOV steel on that as well. Stainless steel handle. It's a kukri blade, which I love that anyway.
I watched a guy online take this and do the water bottle blade sports thing.
Sure.
He got through 5.
Seriously.
With his Buku.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't know if he sharpened it down himself.
I'm sure he did.
But good grief. But it's got that shape to it.
Yeah.
That kukri shape. And it gives you a little bit more chopping power, cutting
We ought
power.
to do an episode on the kukri and the Gurkha.
Kukri and Gurkha.
It's a very interesting history on where those came from and the agricultural style to those blades that made them such a formidable weapon as well, and kind of a sidearm tool for the Indian armies. That's very, very neat.
Yeah, like that Buku, goodness, it's the Jettison, and then there's another one. The Pilar is like that as well.
The Pilar, yeah.
Pilar sells out as well.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Right. So we're at a point we're going to take a break.
No.
Yeah, it's going to happen. It's going to happen because I'm going to make John turn down the sound that's in my ears that's buzzing.
It's a little loud.
It's going, it goes a little crazy right
that's
there.
nice.
Oh, that does feel better.
It does, yeah.
Oh, yes, I'm not dying. We are brought to you by Smoky Mountain Knife Works, smkw.com. In case you're wondering what we're going to give away, we're not going to tell you at this very moment, but we might tell you during the break.
Watching.
It might happen. It might happen. It might happen during this break. It might happen coming up. Christmas is coming. If it's not on top of you right now, it is happening.
Yeah.
Our Christmas catalog is out at the very moment that you are watching this video. Go get on it. 19,000 products online. We've got some really cool stuff for Christmas specifically this year.
Yep.
And then all kinds of things under $50 that you can get on there and find for yourself.
And I tell you what, for that sports person in your life, that outdoors person, really anybody you know that does anything.
Right.
A good knife is always a great gift and a terrific stocking stuffer. I mean, quite frankly, this in the toe of your stocking is going to make somebody a happy camper.
Let me tell you, last few years I have given Christmas gifts to my niece and nephew that were pocket knives, right?
Sure.
And that they are now old enough to do that. And it's totally cool. And the funny thing is, when you sit around on Christmas Day after everybody's done, you see those two kids. What are they doing? They're playing with their pocket knife.
Of course they are.
That's what you do. It's a great Christmas gift.
The number of times that I have been the hero for giving somebody a knife and making sure they opened it before the kids got their presents, because then the dad or the mom had a knife to open all the ties because there's, Bondies and Barbies in bondage in the little package.
Yeah, absolutely.
With 15,000 zip ties, it's amazing.
Yeah. No.
So knives are a great gift and a great tool.
Only 4 letters you need to remember to be able to get any knife you want for Christmas.
Yep.
smkw.com. That's smkw.com. That's who we're brought to you by. If you are not subscribing to this channel, you need to do it.
You're crazy.
Right now. Subscribe, ring the bell on Facebook, hit the notifications. You'll know every time we go live and every time we put out a video. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. This is Guys Talk Knives. We're going to take a little bit of break, and we will be right back. And we are back with more Guys Talk Knives. We are talking about thriftiness, modern folders,
yes, indeed,
and the awesomeness that you can get for under $50
at smkw.com.
Yes,
it's perfect.
Perfect. It couldn't get any better than that.
It really couldn't.
Well, if somebody had $1 million, it'd be better.
Well, I mean, if I win the lottery that
that's
going on,
that happened in the past that we didn't win,
then I'll come in for the show still, but I'm not promising that.
Oh, this show would get just substantially bigger and better.
It'd be interesting, yeah.
Like,
have our own little studio and a cabin in the mountains. We'd have a pet bear back in the back.
Like, John, what camera system do we need? We've got the cam like on NFL games.
Yes, there's 17 cameras around us, one perched right here.
But you can't get that for under $50. Just not going to happen. But you can get some awesome stuff for under $50.
Yes, you can.
Starting with this Gerber.
Oh, I dig that Gerber.
So you know what I wanted to put on here? The Flatiron.
No, I saw it on the list and I was kind of sad. They're probably gone again.
Yes.
We can't keep them in stock.
No, you can't. And they're out there. As soon as we put the Gerber Flatiron out there, it just friggin' disappears.
So can I say a brief story?
Sure, you can say a brief story.
When did the Flatiron come out? It was back in the spring, right?
They actually told us about it. It was shown at SHOT Show in February.
Yes.
January, February.
I have not seen the Flatiron yet.
No, neither have I. In person, I have held it in my hand when the samples came and they did our meetings. Matt Elliott and the rest of the guys at Gerber came in and they showed us these things. And
see, I didn't see it then. I've seen pictures of it. I helped put it on the website. I've never held one in person because they keep going out of stock.
Yeah. I've only held it at Blade Show, and when the samples are here, when they're showing us this
So the
stuff.
next one that comes in,
By God,
I'm
we are camping at
taking
that
one
counter.
out of the showroom. We're going to have it on the show and then probably send it to somebody who bought it.
At the time of this recording, I know we have 200 on order.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, and hopefully those will come in for Christmas.
And they'll
That's
be
a
gone.
great knife. But I found something that was,
Yes.
I mean, this thing, I couldn't believe it for the price that it is. Melina found this for me because she couldn't find the flat iron. What is the name on this?
This is the Easy Out.
The Easy Out. This
Yeah.
is the Gerber Easy Out. This is made in Portland. This
Yes.
is made right here in the United States.
We sell the crap out of these.
Okay, and it really is an Easy Out. You're talking
Yeah.
about a GRN glass reinforced nylon handle.
Yes, indeed.
You're talking about a locking back on this, but
Yep.
it is so easy to open one-handed. It is just a nice,
It is a solid knife.
yeah. All those little thumb holes right there help you open this thing. Of course, again, it is the lock back, so you can just close
So
it
it's
up
nice and
one-handed.
sturdy. Yeah.
But you can sit here. I'm sorry, I'll go up here, John.
Yeah. It's high carbon stainless for the blade.
Right.
It's like you were talking. It's a black Zytel and Kraton handle, matte finish on the blade. It is a good looking knife that's easy to open.
Did you catch
love
that has this little rubber edge right here?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I mean, that's really nice because a lot of these get slippery as
do,
you're
yeah.
using them. And you can look at the aggressiveness of this blade. You could take this in the field. You could skin out a deer with it. Do whatever you need.
It's $30.
Yeah.
It's $30. It is a good, solid pocket knife for $30.
Made in the USA.
Yeah, by Gerber.
Yeah, by Gerber.
Yeah. I completely.
You know, they told us that they're doing 50-50 now,
Sure.
if not 60-40,
Yeah.
American made. So that stuff is happening right in Portland. Amongst them is this Easy Out. I like this one.
If you look at the numbers of those that we sell, there's a lot of folks carrying that knife around.
Oh, yeah. That's
And
the
check
thing.
out the pocket clip. It's a good, solid pocket
Right.
clip too.
It's a
just
nice tip down pocket clip. It's
Yeah.
going to go pretty deep. It is not reversible. It does have a
No,
lanyard
yeah.
hole, but this to me is the perfect pack knife.
Sure.
It's light, good steel, 420HC, I believe is what it is.
I think
Or it's
so,
just
yeah.
high carbon
It's high
steel.
carbon, yeah.
You're going to be able to put your edge right back on this.
Sure.
No problem whatsoever. It's not going to be brittle like S30V
Yep.
or M390 or any of those. It is just a good American-made pocket knife.
And it's a lockback, and there's something to be said. I do like a Framelock. I have gotten away from liking liner locks as much as I used to. I still really dig a Framelock, but there's something about a lockback that just works.
Every time I do this, I can't do it. You know, if we were sitting here off camera, that would
yeah.
slice like butter
It would just
every
be like
time.
a little bitty tiny roll of paper. But no, that's again, we sell.
I could not believe the
a
price
lot
on
of
that
these.
for an American-made knife, especially of
$30.
that size.
Yeah.
So you try to do this, and I'm not going to name any other names, but you try to do this, and you get that same price point, you're going to find that the knife's tiny.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, or a nothing knife, and it just, American-made, Portland, Oregon.
Listen to that sound when it locks in
Yeah,
place.
yeah. So there's no play in that
No,
whatsoever.
it's
None.
solid.
It's solid. It's a nice little knife.
No, it's great. No, good pick. And again, we will eventually see the flat iron. We promise we will bring it to you.
Yes.
Because if we haven't seen it, probably none of you have seen it either.
I'm gonna
Except
tell
those of you who bought
I'm
it.
going to tell you just flat out too. If you want the flat iron, pay attention. I'm just saying it this way. We've got the ones on back order. Those are coming in, and if it comes up, get it right away.
We haven't ever brought this up, I don't think. So on our website, you will see on items that are out of stock a little, and we're about to change the colors, but right now I believe it's green.
Yeah.
That says notify me when in stock.
Mm-hmm.
If you click that, if you put your email in there and click that,
You'll get an email.
it actually sets up on the back end of our website to check the inventory. And when those flat irons come in stock, you'll get an email that says, hey, go buy it now because it's in stock now. And that's a great way on items that do sell out quickly, that we're getting more back in, to know what's coming back in and to get that immediate alert
Right.
to your inbox that says, hey,
It's great.
go make the purchase.
It's great. It'll
Yeah.
tell you you don't have to worry about it. It'll all be there. You know, I just noticed that you're like full safari wear
Oh,
today.
dude, I'm telling you, it's that time of year. I can break
Well,
out the safari shirt.
Do I have the knife for you?
Yes, you do.
You know, I think
Wow.
Lynn Thompson's motto should be "Go big or go home." I think that's probably
I'm
always
telling
it.
you.
This is the Luzon. I'm going to hold it right here. I'm going to flip
Good
it up here on camera one again, but I want to
Lord.
show how big this is in my hand. This is the Luzon. This is inspired by Lynn Thompson's studies of Filipino martial arts and that
Yep.
kind of stuff. Watch this in camera one. This is the flipper. And it actually flipped. I'm going to do it again because it is solidly impressive. It's kind of insane.
Folks, he's not putting anything into that to open it because I literally picked it off the table and put barely any pressure on it, and it was just open.
That is the Luzon. It is... How many inches of knife we got right here?
So overall, hang on. It's even too big to have on one piece of paper folded over. 13.5 inches.
Yeah, so over a foot of knife right here.
Yeah. It's a 6-inch clip point blade.
I mean, that is, and then you've got the double, the flipper has another side to it, so you've got like a guard.
You've got a guard on there, yeah. It is the bastard sword of pocket knives. It's a full hand and a half.
You know, my favorite part of this is that it has the pocket clip.
I noticed that too.
Man, if I have pockets deep enough for that.
I think I would probably take the pocket clip off of it.
Yeah. It's got 2 little screws you can do.
And make a sheath.
Make a sheath.
And just wear it with like leg ties.
I can't say this enough. Whenever we do this with cold steel, you just start smiling. I don't know why. It's just,
I love it.
I don't know if it's that it's amazing or that it's like the point of ridiculous.
Okay,
or but it's always well made.
Here's the thing with cold steel that gets me is you see that knife and you go, what? Why?
Yes.
Huh?
Let me hold it.
And then you pick it up and you're like, no, I understand completely. It is a well-made, good constructed tool. It has a lanyard hole. You can't do that even with a regular size knife. I don't know if
we can do it or not.
There you go.
Oh, snap.
I dig it.
Louise.
So this is a glass-filled nylon handle. It is 8CR13, like 2 of the other knives we have. MOV stainless steel on the blade.
Right.
It is 7.5 inches closed.
And I just took that right liner right across it.
Yeah,
I did. Yep.
We'll get it set back. But I mean, look at that thing. Look at that thing.
Don't abuse your knives, people.
No,
don't abuse them. We abused this one.
Look at that.
It's crazy, right?
The Luzon.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Cold steel. I mean,
again, if you need a good sized chunk of a knife to carry every day, keeping your desk to open papers with, to scare your coworkers, to chop open watermelons,
yes,
to cleave something in twain,
yes, and double yes.
Yes, this is the knife for you, because I guarantee if you type in Luzon in YouTube, cold steel Luzon in YouTube, somebody's cutting something open with this knife.
$49? $49.99?
Yeah,
$50.
$50.
$50.
Wow, just look at that.
Yeah. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give that one away. Why not?
Cool. Yeah.
Why not? We're going to give away this Luzon because we are not losers. Wow. We are. God, it's just a big old knife. So leave a comment, like this video, do all that kind of stuff, and we're going to give away that Luzon.
Tell us what you're going to do with that knife.
Make up a nice story. Tell us what you're going to do with it in a comment. You will be automatically entered to win, whether you do that on YouTube, whether you do that on Facebook, wherever you do it. Yeah, that's going to be that.
If you win it, I want a video of you leaping from a tree to take out a wild boar.
So, and for those of you that are listening on the podcast, I know we forget this. We are very visual people. We keep saying, look at that. But you're talking about a knife here that is, the handle itself is probably a good 6 or 7 inches. And then the blade itself is 6 inches.
Yeah.
And it is insanely thick. It is a flipper, meaning it is a manual flipper. It literally rolls open at that size. And it is amazing. We're going to give that one away. All of these others under $50. If you go on the site, I don't know if the banner will still be up, but right now you can click on a banner that says modern folders under $50.
Sure.
You can do the same thing with traditional pocket knives under $50. I think those are 2 banners that are out there right now.
And all of these are sitting in there too.
Whether they'll stay through Christmas, I don't know. We might be able to put those up a different way of doing that. If you haven't signed up for our email newsletter, do that because we send out stuff like this all the time.
And there's at least 2 emails going out a week, sometimes 3 or 4, but at least 2 that really help you break down the product on the website and help you dig into finding things that you might not have known that we had or even known that some of these companies put out.
The other thing that I will say is if you have not gone on and ordered up a catalog, got on the catalog mailing list. Do that.
You need to, yeah.
You know, there are not a lot of people out there who are still sending out mail catalogs. There are a lot of people out there who have never sent out a catalog. Not in their lives. Yeah. They don't know what it is. If you want some extra reading material for your home, for that time you're sitting on the toilet, just doing nothing but playing on your phone, put your phone back in your pocket, get your Smoky Mountain Knife Works catalog out and do it.
There is something about our catalog that we call it directed marketing around here. Yeah. It leads you through what's new, what's different, what's on sale.
Absolutely.
And it's not like an order. You know, you don't start, oh, this is all new at the front. No, there's this nice mix throughout. And you're introduced to products that you probably haven't seen, and at times brands that you may know nothing about. So it really helps you with your knife knowledge. It helps you with knowing what's out, what's new, what's interesting.
It shows you things that you may not have ever thought existed.
Yes.
That's it.
And that's really the hard thing about the internet at times.
Yeah.
Is you're doing the looking on the internet. You're typing in, okay, I want a karambit. I want a cleaver because the cleaver is the knife for 2018. That's the style.
Sure.
You know, I want to see that new ZT that's out. The catalog takes it a completely different direction and says, here's what we want you to see.
Right. Here's the theme.
Yeah.
Here is this brand, this brand, this brand. Oh, yeah. And by the way, here are some Zippo lighters. Here are signs.
Yeah.
Here are these things. And in case you didn't know, we sell ammo as well.
Here's some bayonets. Here's some gun supplies. Here's firearm accessories.
Did you know that Case Paste did this?
Yeah.
I mean, for real. There's tons of things that you can think of. You can get that at any time by going on smkw.com, going up to the top, subscribe to the two things that are there. There's an email newsletter and request a catalog. Now, I'm going to tell you about your catalog. Here's the thing. You're going to sign up for that. If you get two of these puppies and you don't buy anything, you're not going to get it anymore. It's just what it is. It's just what it is
here as well.
I mean, seriously, we want people who want to shop with us. We don't want to. We don't want to litter anybody's mailbox with something they don't want. So if you want to keep getting that, order something small. You're going to stay right on the permanent list.
Well, and with that catalog, when you get it in, you can type in the little red numbers that are beside every product into the website. It'll pop right up for you.
Yeah, if you don't want to use your phone or your computer, you can pick up the phone and call our call center.
Indeed.
Yep, you can. So, guys, we're going to wrap this episode up.
Yeah.
Modern folders under 50. Great thing to go on and search for on the site. If you are not part of this SMKW army, the 93,000 strong that we are, I laugh coming back to these videos, Jason, because it's like as they air, it's like, oh, we are 91,000 strong, and at that time we were 93,000 strong.
Yeah.
So which is crazy. So right now I'm going to say at 93,000 strong, part of the SMKW Army, follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram. If you're on Facebook and Instagram, you have the chance of winning two separate things
all the time.
Every single week.
Yeah.
Every single week. Make sure you're liking us on YouTube, subscribing to this, ringing that bell, all of that. That's Jason. I'm Andy. This has been another episode of Guys Talk Knives. We'll catch you next time.